What do you do when your kids ask you point blank?
You tell
Mom,
them.
Dad, is Santa real?
Mm-hmm.
Because kids at school are telling me that it's not real. You say he is real. What's going on? So we told him. We told both the boys. And then we had after that real pure innocent moment with our kids where we, kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit and it's like, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows kind of thing. Then we turn around and threaten their lives and go, if you tell your sister,
you will never
get another present again. What was that? It was the most unenergetic hey I have heard.
Come on.
Hey.
We have a mascot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our dog in our house and in the studio today. And I will have everyone know that Alyssa did the thing that I despise the most. She said that Ducky should have his own social media page.
So you can hashtag Dear America and let us know if you follow him.
Absolutely not. No, we're not going to be those weird, crazy people that have no friends and they have all of their love and affection in animals. We're not going to do it. Today is our Christmas episode of the Dear America podcast. We did this for Halloween and people really enjoyed the episode. So we're going to do it again. We're going to do a Christmas spectacular.
Yes.
But Christmas is so big and Jake is so freaking weird about Christmas. We decided, why just have one thing of Christmas? Right. So this is the Christmas spectacular.
I thought it was genius.
But we have more Christmas themed episodes coming this month. But on this one, I really want to talk about the nuts and bolts of Christmas.
We had people vote on their favorite Christmas movie.
Yes.
Jingle
So
bells,
how much
jingle
money did I bet on that?
You bet.
We bet $20.
$20.
Y'all
Okay.
bet. I bet you
But
would
we
lose.
bet $20 that it would be either Jake's favorite or mine.
Wait, what was your favorite?
I don't think we said.
No, you didn't. So check
Well,
this
I
out.
wasn't going to say what mine was either. Mine's Christmas Story.
Christmas Vacation.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I go
So
with yours.
now we're going to live read. I'm not going to edit myself.
What about me? Mine's the Grinch.
I'm going to go straight to the hashtag
Jim
right
Carrey,
this
the
second, and we're going to find out where everyone lies.
Die Hard.
All right.
Number
So
two.
let's see here.
Really? You
Let's
don't like
see
Die Hard
here.
Not as a Christmas.
All right. Here we go.
Good.
Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's decent.
Favorite Christmas movie? Christmas Vacation. One for Jake. All right.
I don't trust him.
Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Die Hard. There
Yes!
were actually
One
there.
for me.
You didn't say that. You literally just said the Grinch.
Well,
Literally.
then I said
You
Die
are a
Hard.
cheater. She is a woman and she cheats every day.
I'm just
All right.
excited to have Die Hard fans.
There were a lot of Die Hards. Die Hard, Die Hard,
yes,
Die Hard.
yes. My people.
Die Hard,
My people.
Die Hard,
That's
A
so
Christmas
stupid.
Carol, or A Christmas Story. So there's one for me. Die Hard.
Oh my gosh.
Die
I
Hard.
win.
That's so dumb.
How do you
No, it's
claim
not
that you
dumb.
win when you literally just said the Grinch? Not a single person
I
has
said
said the
number
Grinch.
2. Die Hard.
A Christmas Story, bam. A Christmas Carol. Oh, this one gave us 3. A Wonderful Life 1, Christmas Carol 2, Christmas Story 3.
Yeah, you can't count 3 if I can't count Die Hard 2. Because she gave you 3.
No, but you didn't name Die Hard.
Jake, did I
How
name
have
Die
you
Hard?
lived your life without
brought it
rules?
up.
Thank you. I
Oh
number
my
2.
You didn't
gosh.
say that was your pick.
Die Hard,
Number 2.
A Christmas Story. Look, and I'm not making this up either. A Christmas Story. There it is. All right, hold on. Die Hard,
a few people
Charlie
write
Brown,
Miracle
Die
on
Hard.
34th
Right? No,
Street.
we're not done. We're getting to the bottom of this here. What is White Christmas?
Oh, it's
Bing
a really
Crosby?
classic. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I haven't
good.
seen White Christmas.
Oh, it's good. It's a
Someone
classic.
said Lethal Weapon.
That's not a Christmas time.
One of them set during Christmas time, isn't it?
Not Die Hard. Next.
Man, Die Hard definitely won. Like every person
My
is saying
people.
Die Hard.
But in their defense, though, remember I did bring up
Christmas Story.
Baby.
I win. That's
No.
all.
Hey, in their defense, though, you have to remember when we talked about this several weeks ago. He's eating
Are you
something.
kidding me? Our dog
He
is
found a
eating
chip.
something in
I'm
here.
so sorry. Anyway, I brought up Die Hard, so maybe
I don't
that's
know
why
if
everybody's
that's a
saying Die Hard.
chip.
I don't know if that's a chip either. Ducky, what are you eating?
I mean,
Look at him trying to leave now that he knows he's doing something wrong. All right. Anyway, okay. So
What was
When it's all said and done, America, you have heard it here. Jake did not win.
But neither did you.
Apparently.
So
What do you
by
mean, neither
default,
did I?
win.
Are you kidding me? No. The rules that we said, we didn't say that we had to be wrong. We
Actually,
said.
I've said I would vote against you, that you were not going to win that.
So you lost too because I won it.
You didn't win.
I literally just beat Jake. Anyway, moving on. I won. Okay, so moving on. This is Christmas Spectacular. So I want to justify and tell my story of why A Christmas Story is such a big deal to me. Because I believe that every single sane American loves A Christmas Story.
There's not a lot who don't.
Ever since we've been married, I haven't been able to watch A Christmas Story all the way through in 11 years. Me and Alyssa have been together for 11 years, and she's got some kind of childhood trauma
I really
attached to A Christmas Story.
I hate that movie. When
Why?
the kid gets a blood, like I can't watch it. Like it bothers
You
me on
are
like an
a
epic
grown
level.
woman.
But I love Die Hard.
Oh my gosh.
for
But
some
that's my
reason,
point.
like-
You like Die Hard and they're killing folks and there
Yeah,
don't
but
nobody
it's
die
like-
once in A Christmas Story.
No, but it's like kids and like it's bad. Like Die Hard ends
Kids.
happy.
I like A Christmas Story because it is the most real movie about Christmas time that you'll ever find.
I disagree.
I
We
think
are not
it's
like
Christmas
that on Christmas.
Vacation is the
Yes,
most
that's
real.
our family. Christmas
Christmas
vacation.
vacation ain't real. Ain't nobody kidnapping nobody and bringing them over to a house.
Have you met my Aunt Debbie?
Are you kidding?
Sorry, I love you, Aunt Debbie,
Christmas
but
Story
you know you do
is
something like
real
that.
life stuff. You know that your kids aren't perfect. They get in fights at school and all this stuff
Ours
leading
don't.
up to actual Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
Their aunt
I
that they
disagree.
haven't seen in a year sends them some weird present that they absolutely hate, and they're your sister, so you make them put it on. That is
No.
real life
That's not
stuff.
That's not our life at all.
It was
Christmas
mine.
vacation's ours.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be like what's more real or like
just
reflective
like
of
it.
your Christmas.
Every Christmas.
like Elf is classic.
Okay.
but
All
it's
right.
not
No.
real.
This is my argument. Hashtag Dear America. Let me know what you think about this. 2 channels every year play A Christmas Story for 24 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
No other Christmas movie has that title to hold. Bam! I win.
That was loud.
Plain and simple, Christmas Story
I
reigns
disagree.
supreme.
They run a lot of stuff. They run Judge Judy 24/7.
That's a reality show. We're talking about Christmas movie. We're talking about
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I just don't like
Either
it. But
way,
anyway.
agree to disagree.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Again,
Happy
we are portraying real
holidays.
Christmas festivities even now in this conversation.
I have a hashtag Dear America.
Oh.
Does anybody still string popcorn? We used to do this as a child with the needle. Does
No,
anybody
babe.
still?
We make money now. We don't have to.
Alan.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
It is a joke. Anyway, I'm just curious. Did you ever do that growing up?
No.
I'm wondering, does anyone still do that? We make
We-
the paper chains.
we did the
red and
paper
green, yeah,
chains,
and then we
yeah.
always strung the popcorn.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite.
The
part.
paper chains were a highlight of my childhood.
Yes,
for
we
sure.
had. I remember having
Paper
like rooms
chains.
covered in paper chains.
Construction paper.
The
You
construction
cut the
paper.
strips and you make them into like
Paper
little
chains.
circles.
I was the decorator of my house. So if I didn't decorate or initiate it, it never got done. So I was really big about the Christmas tree process. That's why today I hate not having a real tree.
Yeah.
You remember we grew up in the same place, the Christmas tree farm or whatever. You'd go out there, you cut your own tree.
Well, we went to Marvin's.
You pull it through the
Cheaper.
little Spider-Man net thing and all that stuff. You take it home, and every year I got to pick what color lights would be on the tree. So one year we'd have all white lights, another year we'd have all blue, another year we had all red. I mean, it's just what we did, a whole bunch of stuff. A Christmas tree sprayed with white fake snow with red lights is a really cool tree. That's all I'm saying.
Interesting. I am sad we don't. So we're gone. And we're in South Carolina for 2 weeks. And so I am sad we didn't get to have a real tree this year. That was kind of sad and upsetting.
Yeah.
But
All right. So back to what I was saying, because we're not done with this. This is the Christmas Tree Spectacular. We're talking about Christmas things that happen. The reason why I like A Christmas Story so much is I felt like I got to know Ralphie and all them. I was the only
Yeah.
child. I didn't have anybody to hang out with and stuff like that. So I watched A Christmas Story 3 or 4 times.
if you want to like identify with
They
somebody,
were your only friends.
They
That's what I'm
were. They
saying.
were my
I would
only
rather
friends.
Identify like with someone else, not Ralphie.
Ralphie
Die
was
Hard.
real, man.
Uncle Eddie.
Uncle Eddie.
Well,
yeah.
I was a child, babe. I wasn't watching Die Hard every other time when I was little. Speaking of stocking stuffers for the Christmas season, we're always looking for things to put in stockings, just like Jake was talking about. It's ridiculous and it's hard to figure out what to give people. So what better thing to do than to give people the best way to holster their majestic freedom stick, also known as guns. There are a lot of holster brands to choose from. Some are good, some not so good, but We the People holsters are the brand I trust. Starting at just $37, We the People holsters are custom made right here in America. No communist China here. There are designs made in-house. They even have their own 3D design team who measures every micromillimeter of their guns to ensure the perfect fit. Their unique and intuitive designs allows for you to easily adjust both the cant and ride of your holster. I don't really understand the cant and ride, but it sounds really cool, and I like it. It does fit the guns really well, I must say. I have my face on mine. And
you can have his face on yours.
You can have my face on yours, too. And the person that stole my gun out of my truck also has my face. So,
it's just so awkward.
Anyway. The can ride fits your holster perfectly so that it will fit comfortably and securely at all times. Go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Graham, GRAHAM, and get yours today. Every holster ships free and comes with a lifetime guarantee. Enter the offer code Graham and receive an additional $10 off your order. Perfect for Christmas. Defend the Constitution. Support a great American business. Satisfaction guaranteed. wethepeopleholsters.com/Graham. Offer code Graham. All right, so before we get back into more Christmas things, all right?
Yay.
Christmas traditions, things we love about Christmas, things we hate about Christmas. Let's talk about some of the things that are happening in society right now. Gender neutral Santa is the new craze here in 2019. I say new. Last year, they had like the designs of the gender fluid Santa, and he basically looked like he went vegan and he had no energy anymore. He had skinny jeans on and tight pants and all this other kind of stuff. And they gave him kind of a ZZ Top beard.
Yeah.
So that was like...
But wouldn't gender neutral be no beard? I'm just
No.
asking. I don't know what gender neutral stands
Women can grow beards now, just like men can have periods, Alyssa.
sorry.
How dare you
Sorry.
with your bigotry and hatred
Hark
in your
the
thing.
herald angels
Oh my goodness.
sing.
All right, so we saw a commercial the other day, and I think it was a truck commercial.
A trunk or Trump?
A truck.
Truck. Okay.
Truck. TRUCK. Truck commercial.
What you say when you stub your toe?
It was the little girl who wanted to give out presents and be Santa.
Yes. Oh, so sweet.
And then
That was a
no, it wasn't, because
it's the movie theater.
It's leading to the commercial is this little girl wants to give presents, so she dresses like Santa, which I blame her parents for letting her go to school like that in the first place. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, all the kids laugh and say you can't be Santa because you're a girl. Blah, 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 blah. And then at the very end, her parents like decorate their truck in Christmas lights, and they drive around the neighborhood trespassing on people's property and handing off presents
To her classmates. I thought the commercial was very sweet.
It was a sweet commercial.
But yes, it did have strong undertones.
But it had strong undertones of this. Well, women can be Santa too. I don't understand what the big deal. Let Santa be a dude, man. I mean, what does it matter?
Here's the slippery slope I was thinking about, because I'm watching. It was during Elsa 2, which fantastic. Loved the movie. But what I'm thinking is, if you start with Santa, then are you going to now
Jesus.
go? Well, not just Jesus.
Oh, well, some people think Jesus was a woman.
No, but then you go like Moana. Like you can go down. I mean, anything that's fictional now is going to have to be gender neutral. Can't be a man, can't be a woman.
Disney princess movies are now going to be boys. How about that? It's like, all right, everything's fluid. How about boys being princesses? It'll just
I'm sure it's
cycle
coming
all the
down
way
the
around.
line.
How come all of our Disney princesses are men?
Well, that's the
Because
thing.
you wanted them to be.
That's the thing, though. So I did a video the other day. It is this boys can be princesses too. And it's like a charity organization. It's a charity organization.
Oh.
And the point of the charity is they raise money to basically find these little boys who want to be princesses, and then they have photo shoots and they photograph the child
so weird.
and then put it on their website. It's a real thing. Boys can be princesses
but why
too.
Why not Prince? Be a prince.
because men have dominated society for forever, Alyssa. Wow.
That's true.
Way to be sexist even more. You have abandoned your kind is what you've done. How dare you?
The Santa Claus is
Anyway,
coming to town.
back to reality of the thing.
me
Why
get 'em all
can't
in
you
here.
just let Santa be a big fat guy? If anything, Santa's been paving the way that dad bods and obesity is fine for years. Nobody's ever had a problem with that. If Santa had come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger with a six-pack, everybody would have been like, ooh.
And what about Miss Claus? Like Mrs. Claus, what's she doing?
She
Like,
is the stereotypical anti-feminism.
Housewife.
She is the housewife, does whatever the man says.
All right, then.
Make me a sandwich or
How about
cookies.
this? Let's
not how my
empower.
Mrs. Claus
Let's
looks.
empower Mrs. Claus,
Yes,
and
let's
we
do.
can put her on the sleigh, and Santa can just chill at
Santa
the
can
North
be the
Pole,
house husband.
smoking a cigar. He's like, she wanted her, woman rights.
See,
so-
there's no.
I don't want to work all
Hold
night.
on,
No,
hold on.
thanks.
Wait a minute. But there is no win.
I'll raise those babies.
There's no win with feminists. Okay.
There's
right
not.
now, people have a
Because it's
problem.
crazy.
Right now, people have a problem with Mrs. Claus because she's the stereotypical submissive wife that doesn't have her own voice and she just
But she
does
makes
what the man
fantastic
says.
cookies.
But if you flip it and make Santa Claus the stay-at-home person, blah, 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 well, then it's a man riding off the coattails of the success of the woman.
Yeah.
There's no
Very
win.
easy.
The
You
thing
can't
is-
win.
The thing is, though, it's fictional.
Exactly.
It's been in storybooks.
Like,
since
it's
we were
like
all little.
a
Move on.
fairy tale, basically.
Yeah, it's not fair. Like every other movie or any.
No, Miss Claus, she called us, and she said that she's being abused.
It's a mythical creature.
Just like, hey, guess
Fictional
what?
character.
I have breaking news. Rudolph's nose doesn't actually glow.
No.
Yeah. Well,
It does
people.
too.
I read the other day that Rudolph is being boycotted on like ABC and stuff because it promotes bullying.
Of people with bright noses.
Yeah.
Can we just pause really quick to say for all the younger people listening, Santa Claus is real. We at Dear America do believe in him, and Rudolph's nose doesn't.
No.
I don't know if we got a lot of 5-year-old listeners.
No, listen, hold
Our
on.
children?
Okay, all right. All right, public PSA. If you have children and children are listening to this Christmas spectacular podcast right
Now
now,
would be the time.
for the next 5 to 10 minutes is the time to send Timmy or Stacy out of the room because we want to talk about some real stuff, okay? Here we go. So there's been this dilemma in our house here lately. We have 3 children. We have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. The 9-year-old's in 3rd grade, 8's in 2nd, 6 is in kindergarten. The boys point blank came up and asked me and Alyssa, "Is Santa real?"
Mhm.
And
All right.
then our oldest looked at me and said, "Don't lie to me, Mom."
Yeah, don't
So,
lie to
what
me.
am I supposed to
You
do
know,
with that?
I want you to tell me the truth. Is Santa real? So we're sitting there going, what do you do? It brings up the conversation of what's the fine line as parents, because this debate's been going along a long time. Alyssa's sister doesn't do it. She doesn't do Santa. And
And
there's
we have lots of friends that don't.
there's been a debate a long time because you are at the end of the day you're lying to your kids, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
By the
but
Tooth Fairy.
well, we'll get into that in a minute.
We have that
No,
debate
that's
right now.
another podcast for another day. This is Christmas. All right. What do you do when your kid straight up asks you? Okay. Because Gage is at the point now he's not. Like he has legitimate personality. He has legitimate feelings about things.
Well, they all do.
Well, they
even at
all
the
do.
young
But
ages,
what I mean
Gage
is
is starting to be able to
he
process.
is
How
old
does
enough.
this work?
Yeah, wait a minute. So you're telling me he
He's more
goes the
concrete.
whole, you know, I mean, he's starting to get to that point. What do you do when your kids ask you point blank?
You tell
Mom,
them.
Dad, is Santa real?
Mhm.
Because kids at school are telling me that it's not real. You say he is real. What's going on? So we told him. We told both the boys. And then we had after that real pure innocent moment with our kids where we, you know, kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit and it's like, you know, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows kind of thing. Then we turn around and threaten their lives and go, if you tell your sister,
You will never
you will
get
never get
present
another present
ever
again.
Well, but we explain it because you're kind of harsh. Like it's the magic. So it's the belief in the magical, you know, the spirit of Christmas is how
Yeah.
we explained it. And so we're like, we don't want you to ruin the spirit of Christmas for Anna Grace. And so they're actually been really good. Now they will go, yes, Santa's coming, and then like turn around and look at us like,
Wink,
yeah, he
wink.
is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she still sees you.
Yeah, because
they're cute.
Because they'll literally go, Anna Grace, Santa's going to do this, this, and this for you, and then they'll, like she said, that she'll look in front of her and go, wink right at us, like, Got it, Mom. Gunner gave me the thumbs up the other day. He said something to Anna Grace, and he looked at me and went, it just
But
did the
speaking of
thumbs
the
up.
tooth fairy, he lost a tooth, and so they
Swallowed
know that.
a tooth.
Well, he swallowed a tooth again. This is the third tooth. No, he keeps swallowing his teeth. Anyway, he woke up
Yikes.
and was like, tooth fairy's coming, Anna Grace, because they know tooth fairy's
We
coming.
have to remember that.
And yes, we do need to put
We have
something
to
under the
remember
pillow
that.
tonight. And Anna Grace is like, yeah. And Gunner's like, yeah. Thumbs
Yeah.
up, Mom.
Oh,
I'm like, oh.
That's
speaking
cute.
of something, okay. So hashtag Dear America, I know that you're going to agree with me on this. Let's talk about this stupid elf for just a second.
On the shelf?
This stupid elf is the most horrific, blood-sucking, soul-crushing thing invented by the toy company that I have ever heard in my life. As if we as parents didn't have enough to keep up with on Christmas. Then this stupid idea. Who was in that meeting? You know what we should do, Bill
Someone
or
genius,
Claire?
'cause it's so popular.
We should come up with
Yeah.
an idea to make it to where parents have to pretend that a fake stuffed elf is real and move it every night. And we made it 3 nights and we forgot.
It's okay though, because the thing is, you have to come up with backstories, right? So our backstory is sometimes he gets really tired of traveling.
Oh,
like you
my
have to be quick on
goodness.
your
No,
feet.
it's worse
Quick
than
on your
that.
feet.
I had to convince my kids that Dasher, the elf, was a union
The
worker.
reindeer-
And
reindeer?
he was
Dasher?
Dasher,
his
the
name,
elf. We named him
We named
Dasher.
him. The kids named him
I had to
Dasher.
convince them that he was a union worker, and he was mad that the Christmas union wasn't paying him enough money. So he was holding out and only going to work every other day.
Gotcha.
That's what I do for my kids.
Whatever that is.
That is true. That's a
Or he's
100.
and then I go behind him
swear,
and say, he was really tired, honey. Oh, okay,
people
Mom.
that do this stuff where they like leave like all these snow angel designs in the flower and stuff. No, they're serial killers. Is
No,
what they
they're
are.
not. No,
They are.
awesome.
They're
You're
serial.
just jealous that we're not as good of parents as they are, who have the whatever
No,
creativity
I work
to
for a
make
living.
this.
I have a job. That's what I do. I have
Oh,
other things to
whatever. You're
do
being
with my
critical.
time. No, it's the same thing of people that have Facebook accounts for their dogs. I don't
Whatever.
approve of it. I think
I
it's
approve.
weird.
That's
I
a
think you're
fact.
doing awesome as parents, and I'm jealous because we have struggle remembering.
All right, what's a
finding new
weird
places for him.
tradition that you guys do, Jake? What's a weird tradition that you guys have, or that you don't like?
A weird tradition. Well, really the weirdest thing is how some of the stocking stuffers my mom gets me.
What are they?
Like I love my mom more than anybody in the world, but
We love you too.
always socks.
I've never
you
met the
know,
lady. I don't know yet. I'm
Well-
just kidding,
Well-
Jake. I'm kidding.
Big old pack of socks. You know,
Toothbrush.
like no
Yeah.
toothbrush,
Oh,
but
really?
like the best one is that little gun that shoots those discs, like the little
Oh
rubber
yeah, like the
discs.
fun ones, fun little toy guns.
Yeah,
she still gets
or
you
little
those.
cars that you pull back and they drive off.
Oh, she just
Yeah,
wants
she
like
just
childhood,
wants the old
reliving
Christmas.
the childhood.
Yeah. But we're expecting it like every year. We're like,
Right.
Where's
wonder
that
what
gun?
color frisbee gun I got this year.
That's cute,
or the
though.
egg that's full of like putty. and
Oh,
you
yes.
break the
My
egg.
kids get those.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Alyssa? Weird tradition.
Weird probably for our family that we started that I love, but I guess it'd probably be considered weird. We stopped doing making a big deal on Christmas Eve, eating like cooking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So our family all goes and eats at a Mexican restaurant. So we find a Mexican restaurant and
Mexican.
we go eat Mexican
That is
on
weird.
Christmas Eve. And the kids, I don't know if Gage will do it this year because
all
he's
of the
9.
all of the non-American restaurants are open Christmas
That's
Eve
true.
and Christmas.
So we
Yeah.
always go Mexican because everybody loves Mexican. And then they wear their new pajamas they get, and they get a little ornament. But that's not really weird. The Mexican part, the restaurant's probably weird.
A tradition that I used to do that I really are we doing weird or liked? Well, which one are we doing? I forgot.
I was doing weird.
Weird. Well, I didn't know it was weird until I got married to Alyssa. So when I was a kid and I wanted to do this with my children, and Alyssa let me know that it was weird and we weren't going to do that, is wrapped presents were not Santa presents. Those were like mom and dad presents.
Yeah.
And so Santa would come,
Just set
and
'em
that's
out.
how you knew it was the Santa present,
I don't
because
think
it
that's
wasn't
weird.
wrapped. It was just, well, you could have fooled me
No,
because
I said we will never do that.
See? Yeah, there
I don't
it is.
think
Now,
it's
I don't think it's weird, but we will never do that ever.
Look,
Ever.
we
Don't
have-
bring it up.
Don't bring it up again. How I'm going to get it after this podcast. You swore you'd never talk
never
about that
did.
again. Anyway, but to me that made a lot of sense. It was like, yeah, Santa wouldn't have time to wrap every present, you know,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
If Santa's making the present, it would make sense that it just shows up
So,
in the normal thing.
I'm going to help out all the moms out there because I've been telling people this. So what we do, if you have more than one kid, is we don't put names on any of the presents. We go by the colored dot system. You can get them for really cheap, those little colored dots. And every year they get a color. So red, blue, pink. And if it's your color dot, that's your present. So just a little tidbit.
Yeah.
All right. What's the most awkward gift you've ever received?
No, I'm going to have to think on that because one of mine I can't say on the air.
Well, you better hurry up.
You do it then. You've had time to think.
No, I didn't. I literally just brought it up, but I do know right off the bat which one.
well,
you were
do
around
it.
when it happened too.
Do it.
So around like second or third year we were married, my grandmother, rest her soul, she passed away last year. My grandmother on my dad's side sent me presents. You remember this?
Mm-mm.
She sent me presents, and you know, like I'm an adult. I've been to war twice at this point. I got a kid of my own, and I open it up, and it's like just a bunch of like Nerf guns and Nerf like toys.
Was it for the kids?
No, it was for me. And it was one of those first moments. I even like called my dad. I was like,
This is
so
weird.
Granny sent me a bunch of kid toys. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do
sounds
with
like
this.
Granny and your mom need to be friends.
I was like, well, because my first thought was she sent it for the kids, but Gage was like 2, and these were like legit like Nerf guns and stuff.
I mean,
I'm
that's
like,
cool.
I'm like, he can't even pull this, and so it was, it was a really weird and awkward situation. Because thanks, Granny, I appreciate it. You do know I'm 26 years old, right? This is for a 12-year-old.
Still my little baby.
You're still my little Graham. So that was a really awkward one for me. You don't have one.
I really
you were so
don't.
lame.
I really don't. Our family does.
So
good
every
gifts.
present you've ever gotten has been amazing.
Okay, let's talk about my memory. And end of story. Moving on.
All right, Jake.
See?
Are you
It's
kidding
hard.
me? Y'all's childhoods were awesome, apparently.
They were. I was.
Awkward. Like
I
that's a
loved mine.
weird.
Worst,
like,
worst present. Like worst, like either insulting. Like if I got
Oh,
Alyssa a treadmill,
I got one.
you know what I'm saying? Like that would be weird.
I wanted a go-go pet when I was little, and I was obviously a spoiled child.
Correct.
Yeah, but see, I begged mom and dad for a go-go pet, and they tricked me because this is my parents, who I love very much. But they ended up giving us like this little stuffed animal. If you don't know a go-go pet, you push the button and the little dog would walk. We're talking like 1990. And anyway, they tricked me, gave us a little stuffed animal, and said that was it, that Santa was done. And I remember crying. I was very upset. So that would probably be the worst. That would traumatize me at the age of like 4 or 5. But they ended up hiding them under the kitchen table, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, no, here's your go-go pet." So
All right.
Yeah.
there's that.
Easier question. And I got this question off the Santa Claus. Okay, with Tim Allen. Everybody's seen that movie? He accidentally kills Santa on the roof and then
Yes.
becomes Santa.
It was one of the favorites mentioned.
In the movie, they talk about the parents and why they didn't believe in Santa anymore. And it was essentially they didn't get a gift that they wanted from Santa. And that's what, for the dude, he was like 3. He didn't get a
weenie whistle.
Oscar Mayer weenie whistle.
Yep, that's it.
How they came up with weenie whistle, I don't know. But that in 2019,
Someone
you
dared
cannot
him.
get away
I
with the
bet you
weenie whistle.
can.
Anyway, all right.
Put weenie whistle in your movie.
What was the one present from Santa that you never got? I swear, if both of you say you
no, I
always
know
got
this
what you
one.
wanted.
I always wanted. So we're middle class, probably right in the
Jake's
middle.
legitimately struggling over here to think of
Probably.
something.
Yeah,
We were- I don't know if we were lower middle. I don't know what we were, but we didn't have tons, but we had always enough, if that makes sense. So probably right in the middle. But I always wanted this baby doll. And it was not the water baby, but it was like a better version of the water baby. And it like would talk. And it was, again, 1992 probably at this point. And I never got it. I think it was because mom and dad are extremely frugal as well, which that makes sense. But I never did get that. And I really wanted it.
I know mine.
All
for
right.
sure.
What is it?
I wanted
Jake's whole face has changed since we brought this
remember
up.
this
So
now.
serious. So I was a little ticked off at Santa
This is when
This
I stopped
Christmas.
believing.
because I asked for one thing. Like usually, give us a list of some things you want. I said, tell that dude
Tell that dude.
I want a black BMX bike with pegs in the front and the back. It's a specific one. It's $99.99 at Dick's Sporting Goods. That's what I want.
It was $1,000.
$99.99.
Oh, you said $9,999. I was like, dang.
So Christmas Day, I'm like,
Oh,
I'm getting a
no.
bike because it's all I asked for and only $100. They're like, Jake, your gift's outside. I'm like, I know.
I know it is.
I got
Yeah.
this. Me and the big man.
Open the door.
Basketball goal.
It's this like $30 red, white, and blue bike with no pegs, and I'm like, I love it.
I love it so much.
And I felt bad because I knew that
They
Santa
knew.
didn't exist at that point, but you still ask for what you want, and I'm like, man, we were broke that year for Christmas.
Wow. I wish we still had the Santa lie, because then you wouldn't have been able to pull this off. I was a huge Power Rangers nut when I was a kid. And
You
so
You
White
still
Power
play
Ranger.
with the toys.
I
when you play.
still love Power Rangers. Netflix has a special out called The Toys That Made Us.
Oh, that's a great.
Yeah.
And I
watched
just
the
watched
Power
the
Ranger
whole
one.
one on Power Rangers, and I was like, I had every one of
Every
those.
time we go to
I
Toy
remember
Out.
those commercials, like I do
He gets the Power
vividly,
Ranger
man.
toys and plays with them.
I remember it. I wanted, for all the nerds out there that knows Power Rangers, I wanted the Green Ranger's Dragon Dagger.
Yeah, you
I was
played
a
with
kid.
that at Toys R Us before they closed down.
Yeah. So
I told you,
Toys
I
R
remember
Us
this.
came out with like a collector's edition where they remade all the old toys, and I saw the Dragon
It's like
Dagger,
$60.
and I was like 8 years old again.
Yeah.
32-year-old man in there, and I was looking at Alyssa. If she had let me, I'd have bought that thing right then.
Yeah.
Just because it would be sitting on the wall right here.
Under
the
the
Dragon
guns.
Dagger. The Dragon Dagger. And hold on. Do you know what it sounds like? Hang on. We got to play it. That would be me on a daily basis. I'd show up into work and I'd be like, Dragonzord power. And then sometimes when he got real mad and Dragonzord was losing, he'd do it again and it'd be like,
My
Oh,
God.
I'm telling you, man. I wanted that so bad. I'd have been that weird kid at the corner of Academy Street in Caledonia, Mississippi, with the cars passing by, playing my little dragon flute.
That's
on a
probably
thing.
why they didn't
But
give
for
it to
those
you.
of you who don't know what I'm talking about, okay, it wasn't a flute. It was a dagger that played flute music. Okay, so
It does look
how
cool.
dare you? All right,
It did
how
look cool. I'll
dare
give it to you.
Yeah.
But I
Can
never
we
got
do, favorite Christmas
Favorite
tradition?
Christians? Jesus.
Yes, he's my favorite.
Wasn't he a Jew?
He's my
Oh,
favorite
man.
too.
Okay.
But no,
What do you
favorite
say?
Christmas tradition.
Favorite Christmas? Didn't we just do that?
Okay,
No, we
I'll-
did weirdest
We did
tradition.
weird. What about your
Favorite Christmas
favorite?
tradition. I'm not allowed to say my favorite, so I guess I'll have to go to the
All right,
second
next.
favorite.
No.
No, because it used to be I really enjoyed like hot cocoa, cookies, and Christmas. A Christmas Story playing 24 hours. That was like our Christmas
That's
tradition.
really sad.
And it's been.
Moving on.
I came from a
Jake,
broken
you go.
home, Jake. Okay, it's all I had. All right,
What
it's
about
all I had.
your favorite Christmas tradition with us?
I'm sorry. It brings in
Your new family.
No, anytime you say favorite memories of Christmas, you always think back to.
I don't.
You always think back to.
The memories when you were a kid.
Did you do it again?
I just did the emergency SOS on my phone.
He did that the other night.
Okay,
We were watching
okay.
a movie.
Apparently-
Stop doing
No,
that.
okay, all right.
What
Sorry,
happened?
ladies and gentlemen. This is real life stuff. You know when someone's calling, you can click the side button to hang it up. Apparently, if you hit it, sometimes I'll just go da 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 like that and try to hang it up. Apparently, if you do that too many times,
It sends out an
out the
SOS.
emergency SOS thing, and you only have like 3 seconds to stop it. Like
Oh,
it-
they'll call the police?
yeah, to call the
don't know.
police.
We've never gotten that
Like
far
I'm
yet.
kidnapped against my will. Come save me.
Let's test it right now.
But then, how is that stealthy? You do it, it goes where? How are you
Yeah.
supposed to? They will kill you right then.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I just.
It's not-
Sorry, that was
not
weird,
planned.
guys. We apologize for that.
That's funny.
That was crap. What were we
We
saying?
were talking about family tradition.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. New family traditions that I like. Even though I don't normally participate, but I like viewing it. You do that reindeer food thing with the kids. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, we feed the reindeer, which is going to be sad this year because the kids know it's not real except for Una Grace. But yes, it'll be fun. We make reindeer food.
It'll be
and throw it on the
interesting to
lawn.
see if they want to do it now that they know that
I like.
reindeers
We
aren't
always
real.
do a traditional New Year's Eve dance party with. We have 5. My sister has 5 boys. Don't roll your eyes. It's amazing. And we have a blast to pentatonics. That's what we dance to.
Oh, yeah.
Pentatonics
and
is
then
cool.
we always, on Christmas morning, we always make sausage balls. That's our breakfast go-to after we rip open all the presents.
Sausage balls.
It's-
which is not my favorite.
Oh, it's mine. And we've been doing it since I was little, so
It's one of those I married into, and they definitely did not bring any of mine in
hot tea that's amazing.
as well. So
Right,
can I?
You, Jake?
We always watch Christmas Vacation, believe it or not.
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
like Christmas Vacation.
Alyssa won't let us watch any Christmas movies ever. I wanted to watch Scrooged for
lie.
forever. She won't let me watch it.
Can you
Won't
go
watch
to the-
Christmas Vacation. She
He's
won't let me
lying.
watch it.
He's
Won't watch
lying.
Christmas Story. Won't let me watch it. You know what we're allowed to watch? The Grinch.
And Die
That's
Hard.
it.
That's
Her
what,
movie.
what have we
Christmas
watched?
hater.
We have watched Noel on
With
Disney.
the children doesn't count. I'm talking about the Christmas
okay.
movies that you can't watch with the kids. They
Oh,
can't watch
okay.
Christmas Vacation yet. They're
Well,
too
you haven't
young.
watched Die Hard
We
with me
can't
yet.
watch Scrooged. We always watch
We
Die
started
Hard
Scrooge.
right before Christmas. I'm just saying, man.
You have
It's
a lot
not
of hate
fair.
in your heart
It's
this
not
season.
fair. No, Christmas
On a
is
rant.
supposed to be all of our stuff, and you
Yeah.
take it from me.
We put our Christmas tree up the day after Halloween.
Oh, wow.
It's up all November.
Is that your
December.
favorite memory
Yeah,
or
and
tradition?
actually, we
So
were
what you're saying is you have impulse control problems at this point.
we were talking about
and you skip Thanksgiving.
you know,
Oh Lord.
Oh.
it says November 30th,
Oh.
December 1st.
Oh. Oh, that's amazing.
But for me, it's more like October 31st.
All the things are great and all the traditions are awesome. But for us as a family, the main reason of Christmas, I almost said Thanksgiving. That's how much they're blending. The real reason of Christmas is Jesus' birthday.
And I do say we
um,
do Advent, and we got that new Advent. And
Yeah.
It's really fun.
You
to
know,
do with the kids.
there's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love some presents and I love some Christmas. But now that I'm older, especially, I really try to focus on what it's actually meant to be about.
Mhm.
And, you know, for those of you who listen to the podcast and you may not be Christian or things like that, the point of Christmas is to think about other people more than you think about yourself.
Yeah.
It's to give. It's to love. It's to accept. For one day a year, we can all agree just to love somebody.
Yep.
That's it. And you know, in the vein of this show and the culture of which we live in and the, I don't know, the angst and, you know, aggression that we have to deal with all the time, I think it's important for this episode to bring it back full circle. And Jake, if we can start having some emotional music come up while I talk, that would be great. It's almost like the end of church here.
Yes, that's
If
what I was
we
thinking.
could have just a moment for
Amen.
us to remember
That's right.
that it's not about us. It's about, it's not about you or I, it's about we. And that is where we need to try to focus. And that it's not about gifts and not getting a dragon dagger, which, you know, would have been really cool, Maul and Paul. But either way, the point is, it was about the fact that they tried their best and we were together and we ate, you know, food together and we enjoyed the mystery of Santa together, whether
Yeah.
you do that or not. And sometimes choosing to be with someone is a lot more powerful than buying somebody something.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
I think that we
Because
could
think
do that
about
a
all the
lot more.
traditions we said, none of them involved opening presents.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. You know, I was going to bring up the fact that, you know, I used to like the one gift, you know, on Christmas Eve thing, but, you know, it works with the music going on right now and the
Yeah,
emotional
there you
tie.
Continue.
Anyway, from us to you, just thank you so much for the past year. And yeah, let's keep the Christmas vibes going. But before we end out, Alyssa, where can people find you?
Alyssa Allen on Instagram.
All right. And Jake?
Producer Jake. Producer.
_
Let's try that again.
Okay.
What was that?
I was flustered by your like big long pause. I thought you were gonna stop. or
Oh,
something.
my bad. Okay. Jake, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at producer_Jake.
Holy Lord, somebody's been drinking the eggnog too much. Anyway, and I am Graham Allen. Thank you so much for listening to this Christmas episode of the Dear American Podcast. This Christmas, I'll give you my heart.
There it is.
I can't wait till you start
Give
falling
it away.
apart. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Dear America Podcast, and we'll see you again next time.
See ya.